Hey guys, this is Jessica Giovini from the Just Press Play podcast. You might follow me at the Just Press on Instagram, sharing my calligraphy and invitation designs for weddings and events. I'll be chatting with other small business owners about life, from growing their biz to mental health to where to get your favorite coffee. Tune in every episode as we laugh our asses off and make fun of ourselves while lifting each other up. What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Just Press Play podcast. Woo! Back another week. Yay! Enthusiasm. Usually, like, some people are nervous, and I'm like, I have to like pull out of them. And today we have like a big group of exciting people. I'm so excited to introduce today's guest, Floral. We have 3 people on. Woo! We have Deb, Sabrina, and John of Peonies to Paint Chips, Floral Design, and Decor. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks. Excited to be here.
Yay.
You can see we're all really camera shy.
Wait, Deb, I'm obsessed with your glasses. I just saw them like up like
Oh, I know. You know, they're straight out of Amazon.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, like amazing. I love it.
Sabrina said to me yesterday, "Oh, you should wear those more often." I was like, "Okay."
Says these in purple. That I'm like, you got to do those instead
of.
Ooh, yeah. I love them. I love a color.
I like the frame.
Thanks. Cool.
Yeah. Can you tell everyone where to follow you on social?
Peonies, from Peonies to Paint Chips XO.
On Insta.
On Insta.
Insta is like everything, but
we're on TikTok, but to be honest with you, Instagram has been such a love fest for us that we need to branch on over. We have a presence there, but we don't update as much as we will be shortly.
So it's fine.
I don't even have a personal TikTok. I'm an Insta girl. So.
Yeah, Instagram is like almost like a career in itself.
It's the best of all worlds.
Yep.
I totally agree. And then where are you guys located? Your space
in Bridgewater.
Yeah,
Bridgewater, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Cool, but you're everywhere. I literally wrote down.
We're literally everywhere.
Yeah, we do travel. We travel.
No limit.
Yeah.
Yes.
on many different levels.
Go to the moon.
Yeah.
Well, we travel all over. When I was taking notes this morning to talk to you guys, I saw you were just in Georgetown.
Yep. Yesterday.
Yeah.
Literally.
We have a big wedding coming up there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Love it. That's so fun. Oh, I can't wait to talk about all that. Okay.
Yeah, we could talk about destination wedding fun.
Yeah, I wrote literally
the fun of destination weddings.
Yes, I wrote Jersey, New York City, global destinations.
Yeah.
Because I've seen you guys travel on planes too and everything. Like you're literally
we do.
I love it. Okay, I ask everyone because I'm a coffee fanatic. Where do you like to get your favorite coffee or beverage?
Okay, so first I have to tell you, I hate coffee.
That's okay.
But I'm obsessed watching you get your coffee.
Oh my God, thank you.
Like, I have FOMO, but it's not FOMO because I really don't want one. But I'm like,
oh my God,
she's having a cherry vanilla, twist coffee. And I think every coffee shop, but I'm a Starbucks girl.
Okay.
Always 500 times a day. Okay. Today, they write me like very elaborate messages on here sometimes. Yeah, I keep them in business, I think.
The living Medusa herself.
Person?
Am I what?
A tea person?
I am a tea person. Starbucks tea.
I love tea though. I do tea sometimes and not coffee because I love tea. I love even just like a black tea.
Yeah, I drink an iced tea. If it's 14 degrees below zero, if it's 520 degrees out, it's always iced tea.
Me too. I love iced. I'll take it over hot anytime. How about the other 2 of you? Do you have a fave spot to get?
I personally go to Dunkin' Donuts. A little controversial, and the Starbucks.
Yeah, we have a little bit of division there.
It's okay.
But I just get a normal coffee, light and sweet.
Yeah, light and sweet.
Yeah.
Sabrina makes hers at home.
Yeah, I'm kind of a little bit of a weirdo. I make my own cappuccinos at home. But it took me an entire 24 hours to find the right formula. My husband was like, we've gone through 2 bags of cappuccino beans. Like, at what point are we going to go in on the recipe here? But I'm more of a 0 sugar monster kind of gal. So
okay,
she's an espresso martini kind of girl.
I need an energy drink to get my 3 kids ready for the day, kind of girl.
Are you going to talk about the espresso martini in the morning?
Oh, my espresso martinis are so good.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I want one. Oh, I can't wait to have one.
I know.
Yeah,
You're close. You're close, Jess.
I miss drinking like 5 coffees a day. It's only 1 now, and I'm like, and I'm gonna need the energy. But yeah, I love it. And actually, even though I go out to coffee shops, I'm usually every day I'm making coffee at home because like who has time to always just go out? But so I love when anyone tells me if they have a recipe or anything at home because I'll probably go and make it then.
Yeah, I'm an iced coffee girl.
For life. I literally still have my iced coffee from this morning. It takes me forever to drink.
Extending the caffeine.
Yeah. So this is a little vague, but how did we get started here? How did we get started in Peonies to Paint Chips?
In Peonies to Paint? Who wants to answer that?
You can.
All right. Well,
have at it.
We were all kind of doing our own hustle. Actually, John and I were together. We're mother and son.
Oh.
And yeah. And so John, much to his chagrin since he was 14, I was like, "Oh, you're 14 and you'll do this to your sons. You can lift all this stuff." So he kind of got into this through osmosis. But we all met and we had different talents and we were at a crossroad. And the funny thing is, John and I knew what we were going to do. We approached Sabrina. We were currently working together, but through another company. And I said, "Hey, do you want to branch off and start something on our own?" We all had kind of, John and I owned a company. John was with me from the beginning of that. Sabrina just had a baby.
Yeah, and I worked in New York previously for many, many years.
And then she's like, "Oh my gosh, can I think about it?" And I said, "If you could get back to me by the end of the day, that would be great." And we did. We knew each other for 3 months. And we started this company. And I will tell you, we bicker about a few things every once in a while, but it's never about money and it's never over anything major. It's always over
about that we're overbuying. Yeah. There's no room for this.
And John plays John handles the financials, so we're always being reprimanded.
I'm sure. Wait, how long?
When your son turns into your husband, it's great.
Your husband.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been in business now?
We're going on our 10th year.
Yeah,
10 years. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, because I'll be full-time 8 years in May, and I feel like I've been working with you guys from the beginning. But even then, like, I think about like when you guys are really like a one-stop shop, and from like when I first met you guys, it was just flowers, and like you have a billion inventory of decor items, and
it just feels like that many. Don't tell John; he'll start getting nervous. He'll be like, "Oh my god, what did they tell you? We bought more stuff."
No. But you have a lot, which is like so great, and you guys do all design stuff now too. Like it's really so lovely, and I just actually have to shout out because we have a bride whose wedding is coming up in April, Katrina, at Legacy Castle, and I'm obviously going to be on leave. I wasn't going to be able to complete like her day of stuff unless we did it super early, but it just didn't make sense. So I'm so happy to know that you guys can.
Yep.
Like, but you know, like you guys get the whole vibe.
You know what's really great from early on when we started this career, we always said, there's always competition in the business. But reality is there's so much work for everybody that you have to have alliances with people through companies and not make everything about like, we have to have every single thing and we can't work with them because they're competition. It's great because who knows, there might be a time where we're like, "Hey, Jess, like, can you help us out?" Yeah. And there's a lot to be said with everyone working in the industry. I know sometimes that can't be the truth, but like that's something that we always said that we
frienders.
Yeah, we love frienders.
Yeah, like even though I'm going to be on leave, like I have some clients that only need like one smaller seating chart or escort card. So I have other designers who are competition, quote unquote, who are handling it for me. Like that's the best part. Like
Yeah.
like I'm so grateful that they're down to do that for me, and that we create friendships and these alliances, like you're saying. 100%. It's all about community. It's so important. And also, like, I've seen what you guys produce and it's beautiful. So like, it's not like, you know, you're just getting some extra like bonus like thing thrown in on paper. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, thanks for that. Back at you.
Oh, thanks guys. You have a huge, amount of employees. I feel like there's always a billion people in your video.
Not enough. And if anyone's listening that's looking for a job, feel free. If you like breaking down weddings in the middle of the night, give us a call.
Seriously, I can't get past that. I have to, like, I watch so many floral.
You can't get past it. We can't get past it.
It blows my mind. And you guys don't okay, yes, you are very, what's the word I'm looking for? Versatile. Like I've seen you do small, quote unquote, smaller weddings, bouquets, and everything like that, to then the most grand structures and every single thing covered in flowers and drapes. Like, how do you even know, like, where to start with? Like, how many people we have to bring? How long is this going to take to set up and break down? Like,
mental insanity really works well.
Honestly, it's so dependent. We have crazy systems here. I mean, our platforms that we use really help. And we kind of know just everybody's skill set. So we know, like, with each employee, like, what their capabilities are for the day, what they can handle. I mean, from floral to just somebody bringing in props from the truck. I mean, there's so many systems that go into it that you kind of gauge on, like, your team and your pliers of how many people you really need.
You also get it from just like experience, you know, when you do, when you do so many different versatile events, you know, you can really, base off of, hey, we always usually do more people than the lesser. So if we're doing something that's new for us, we always over plan for employees so that we are never that we're never left guessing or set ourselves behind. And then from there, you just learn after that. You know, you learn how long does this setup going to take? How long is this ballroom going to take? Working in the same spots also makes it a lot easier with, knowing your load in, your load out, and stuff like that. It's all very systematic here. And we just, have everything loaded into our programs that we have here with little notes like, hey, this load in is a little bit tougher, so we're going to need to bring more people, or this load in is really easy, so we don't need as many people.
Yeah. I think that the challenges that we face is that we also do multiple events. So it's not on one day. So it's not unusual for us to maybe do 12 events in a weekend. So without doing a system without doing systems in place, you couldn't do it. And also having managers and departments that give so much of their own life to this, because as you know, this is not for the weak at heart. This is, for us, it's, yesterday we left for Georgetown at, I left to pick you up at 4:30.
4:45.
Yeah, in the morning, and we got home at 7, but there's many times like we'll be out for 30 hours straight. So you have to really like sleeping upright in your car. You learn how to do that, but I think it's the love of the business that makes you.
I think you can't be
going
in this industry unless
you really love it.
You really love it. And you value like the importance of that day for every client, no matter whether it's a baby shower, a wedding, anniversary, corporate event, that it's so important.
It's also a great industry to be in. Your job is really making everybody's important day happy and, beautiful. So, there's a lot of other professions out there that are, very tough and stressful as well. But, this, you get the gratification of, the bride and groom being happy, or the people that are just planning their party being happy. And it just brings, that's like, it fills our emotional bank account, as we always like to say it.
Aloha! Surfside Smile Co. Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontist is making waves in Middletown, New Jersey. They specialize in pediatric dental care for the little ones and orthodontic treatments for the whole family, including Invisalign and traditional braces. Guys, I have to tell you, Surfside Smile is Walker, our little one's dentist office, and we love it there, from the amazing staff and the amazing decor, and we can't forget about their awesome golden retriever therapy dog, Penny. They want all of their patients to feel at home. They love getting to know their patients and their unique selves so they can set them up for success. Their goal is to get you smiling, laughing, and wanting to come back. Want to join their ohana? Visit them on their website, surfsidesmileco.com, to get more info about their office and schedule an appointment. Mahalo! Oh my God, you guys, I'm so excited to introduce you to Paletas & Company, an all-natural ice pop business proudly run by the Davidovich family right here in Monmouth County. Their journey began with a simple but powerful idea: to create a healthier alternative to traditional frozen treats without sacrificing flavor or fun. Paletas & Company's delicious ice pops are free from refined sugars, artificial additives, and food coloring. This makes them the perfect guilt-free indulgence when you're craving something sweet and refreshing. We love Paletas ice pops and get them delivered right to our door. You can use the code JUSTPRESS at checkout to get free delivery. Follow them at Paletas & Co. on Instagram and taste the difference of a truly natural ice pop. I would love to take a moment to share about the Therapy Garden, a neurodiversity affirming therapy practice located in Hazlet, New Jersey. They offer speech therapy, occupational therapy, and community programming for pediatric clients of all abilities, as well as adolescents and adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Their work focuses on functional communication, self-advocacy, and real-life skills, and they accept insurance. To learn more, you can follow them at The Therapy Garden NJ on Instagram or visit thetherapygardennj.com.
Yep.
I totally agree. I'm just like sitting here. You said 12 events in a weekend. I'm just like, now go.
Same. Don't worry, I feel like that too.
We're still in that balloon. We're like, oh my
Seriously.
gosh. Yeah.
And you have families.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Thank God for them.
Yeah.
Very,
Oh.
our families are very supportive of what we do. And I mean, that's just another big thing for this business is, having someone that understands. So shout out to our families.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. No,
Also, they're watching so they can see what we look like.
Yes, video will be up on all socials and YouTube and Spotify. No, for sure. I like actually cannot even imagine. I know you guys do multiple events in a weekend because I always love when you post the bride with her bouquet, and I get excited because I'm like, oh, I wonder if it's one of mine. We'll post like 8 bouquets, and I'm like, holy crap. How did they get everywhere? I'm just like, I like sit back and I'm just like,
well, like right now, I was counting in my head. I think we have about 15 people here today. This is slow season for us.
Yeah.
But it is like Grand Central Station in here. Everybody is buzzing around. Sometimes even for me, like I'll look around and I'll think, wow, we need all these people. And they're all busy.
Yeah.
Doing stuff, constantly doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's just amazing that it's grown to become this.
Oh my God, for sure. I mean, I have part-time employees. I'm like, I don't even, that's enough for me. I'm like,
don't get Sabrina on the payroll route.
Oh my no, but like that's so important. Like I can't even imagine. Like you guys are like a legit company. You know what I mean? Like you have like all these full-time employees, you have to like handle all the payroll, HR. Like that is a whole separate side of business that the thought of it, even having the conversation, that gives me anxiety. Like
I have to tell you, having 2 business partners, I just can't imagine like being this big and being solo. Like just to bounce ideas or like maybe some issues that we need to figure out internally of like how can we get this there and just like some fundamentals. Like it's just been super helpful to be able to bounce ideas back and forth and kind of help each other. Like even though we have our own jobs and responsibilities, we kind of all dabble in it.
I mean, this is our work family. I mean, isn't more important than our regular families or any less than. It's just a different environment. But like, we become each other's psychiatrists. The lucky thing is, one of us is down, the other two are usually up, and can pep talk the person who's like very overwhelmed, and then the next week it's like the Bermuda Triangle. Then another side of the triangle's down, and the other two are hyping it up. So I agree that really. I know John might totally disagree.
You're Gemini, so it's like there's 5 of us sitting here right now.
John's got 2 female business partners.
Seriously, John.
Yeah.
I'm very lucky to have two business partners.
Oh,
The fact that I threatened him before this podcast.
Oh my God. Well, she is your mom, so. So let's talk about like systems in this way. Like if a client reaches out to have a consultation with you guys, like what is like one of the first things you ask? Like, do you want to know like the aesthetic, the vibes? Like, how do you know who like is going to fit in with your brand?
Well, you want me to answer? So I do all the intakes that come in for the appointments. And sometimes you can tell, like, personality wise, like it's going to be a good fit or it's not. I think while we do a lot, our brand is kind of an organic feel, like very naturalistic, romantic garden. So a lot of people, we're lucky because we've amassed a pretty nice following on Instagram. So it's, a lot of the girls have seen our work already. So they already coming in knowing like, we like your take. Now that doesn't mean that we have never done a type bouquet or we do them. Actually, they're very in right now. So we are doing them, but generally they'll see, but I think a lot of it is because we have 150,000 decor items. We have linens, we have those things. So they feel like, the bride of today is different than the bride that, was from my generation where we just didn't have all those things.
Yeah.
So they're all fast track. They're all in major careers. They want, can you do this? Can I trust you? And,
I think they know that they're going to get like a really curated approach. So like everything's going to blend really beautifully together versus them having to figure it on their own if they don't have a planner. I feel like it's a lot to take on, especially if that's not really like your field and you're not like a visual person. It's very hard to combine patterns and textures and flowers that are cohesive with that and
or what's available
makes sense.
Yeah, and I know like for you guys like florals, it's what's seasonal. Like,
right.
And then
and where in the world I have to shop that and
or if it comes
because we ship from all over the world.
Like I can't even imagine. My husband and I, we just celebrated our 10-year wedding anniversary in August.
Congrats.
Thank you.
John's celebrating his year on Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, congrats. That's so exciting. It's wild to think like back then there were like the only I say florist and floral designers, it's different. Floral designers were the only name was a florist, and it was like, the kind that you just walk in and like also does funeral. Yep. That's fine. But like there was nowhere to go that someone could just curate everything for you. And even to this day, there's really not that many people like you, to be honest. That's why people hire planners also, because they need someone to like separately get linens and plates. And like you guys have all this stuff.
Right.
Like I can't even imagine how fun a design appointment must be to come to your studio and like see everything just set up.
Yeah, the sample appointments are fun because that's when we really get to plug and play everything and switch things out and really get a grip on what our clients looking for.
And I think a lot of John.
And we really pride ourselves on being like a one-stop shop because it is a very like mind spinning event when you're planning your wedding. It's every dream you've ever had of this day beforehand. It's like you want to try to get them all into your wedding. You want to make sure that they're all focused on, that you're not missing anything. And when you can come to someone who's a very one-stop shop is the best way to explain it.
too. I use that term all the time.
It just makes it easier for the clients, and it makes it easier for everybody that we work with, just to try to be as much as we can be to everybody.
Yeah.
No, love it.
We're all control freaks too, so
Yeah. Yeah.
Literally
That's
same.
True. That's true.
Wait, John, since you just got married, where did you have your wedding?
We got married in Costa Rica.
Cool.
So we did a destination wedding. The downside to working in the wedding industry is I've been in every wedding venue.
Yes.
But definitely a blessing. I don't want to make it sound like we're that it's not, but the hard part is when we were touring venues, we were looking at spaces and saying, oh, we've done an event here, and me and my wife really wanted it to feel like it was our wedding and not that we were doing another setup of one of our clients' weddings. So it was going to somewhere that was different, and it was just my wife has gone there a bunch of times for a vacation as a kid, so it was a special place for her. Yeah, that was like her family location for travel. So she was very adamant that if we were going to go out of the country, that we were going to go to Costa Rica.
We had a lot of funny floral stories from Costa Rica.
I can't even imagine. How did you do that? How do you?
I think we did bring Instagram along the way for some of them.
Yeah, we did.
When you guys do destinations, like how do you do that? How do you do this?
Well,
So for Costa Rica, they ship out a lot of flowers, but they don't allow a lot of flowers to be shipped in because of their ecosystem. So, Sabrina could probably tell you a lot more on that than I could, but it's for our wedding, it was using stuff that we could get, but also using the local flowers that were
just like going and chopping down things in the wilderness.
Well, some of it was planned and some of it was not planned. You want to tell that story?
Well, bougainvillea you have to cut down like the day of. It just doesn't hold, so there's no shipping that. So like when you see those at weddings, it's usually California or like the tropical climates where like it actually grows. So cutting down that was day of.
Yeah.
Well,
getting out that by people.
Yeah, the rehearsal dinner, which was my end of things to give to my son, we didn't have any flowers. So, but we had a golf cart and clippers. Mm-hmm. And Sabrina said, we're going to go find flowers and we're going to learn Spanish. So we rode around like a lunatic all throughout Costa Rica. It felt like
foraging.
We were cutting down flowers all over. We're probably on a wanted list somewhere. But the flowers looked really amazing, and
I want to see pictures.
we posted the whole story. People were dying. I mean, we were like, I was very nervous because I wanted it to look nice, but somehow or another it all pulled together. And Sabrina came last because she was kind of tying things up here before she came. And she came with 3 suitcases that were filled with linens. And I brought some stuff, and then she brought the rest of the stuff. So we had done like menu cards and linens and all that other stuff, packed them in suitcases and dragged them. But when the guy picked her up from the airport, he brought like a little Honda and was picking up our photographer, who was Amy Rizzuto.
Oh,
and she did the wedding, and then there was no room for the suitcases, so Sabrina sat on the top of 3 suitcases
for
3 hours getting to the.
Oh my god!
The gentleman knew I was coming with our entire warehouse, so it's okay.
So
doing great business partners. You figured that all out for us, and made every bit of our dreams come true. So it was very it was awesome.
The problem with doing destination weddings is you can't run to Home Goods or run to XYZ or your distributor.
You don't have all of your local distributors you can rely on if something
goes wrong.
It's like you have to just kind of trust your knowledge that you have and say like, okay, this is gonna work. Like this is how we're gonna fix it. Deb went to Canawan and our client,
like a little tiny island.
What's really funny is a lot of our clients not on the destination weddings. Somehow or another, don't love tropical flowers.
Yeah.
When they're getting married in tropical places. So we have to import like majority of it. We can't use like local vendors and things that like might have fields of these things growing. So it's always
They did Baby's Breath.
Stressful.
Baby's Breath. We actually just got cover of, what was it, City and Island magazine. Something. It's on our Instagram. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
But half of the flowers came and half of the flowers didn't show up because they decided to have an airline strike. So I was hacking down all the flowers at the Mandarin Oriental.
Oh my God.
I was like, the lady said, "What are you doing?" I said, "They don't have flowers." So I said, "I'm cutting the flowers down here." The island literally was the size of a nickel. The most beautiful place I've ever seen in my life. But when I tell you, the front of the island was the front of the hotel and the back of the island was the back of the hotel. It was the smallest, teeniest, like, I think they loaded me onto a paper airplane and threw the airplane from St. Vincent, and it landed onto Panama. And I said, "Oh my God, if anything breaks out here, I'll never see anybody again." I don't know. Is this even on a map? This island? But it was, it was stunningly beautiful. Yeah. So there's always listen, there's funny stories leading up to the weddings that are here. Yeah. I always say that at the end, because I'm going to retire in about 100 years, but I always say it's going to go in the book. But there's the story just book. Fun stories that happen in the industry.
I think it's like any industry.
Yeah.
For sure. But like weddings are, I mean, when I'm at the venue day of, I love watching. Like, I've seen chaos ensue and last minute just, things go wrong. But like everyone is really, I mean, there's a reason why you trust venues and vendors, like, to save the day. And
that's why you pick good vendors.
I feel like that's kind of your portfolio, right? Or your resume is like, well, how fast can you pick up the pieces when things hit the fan, right? Yeah. I mean, there's so many things, weather that have gotten in the way. I mean,
cakes that have flown off a table.
And it's like, well, how can you fix that for me? I feel like that's where you can trust your vendors. Just experience space is like so important.
And we train all of our employees on we have our
you should tell them
our annual chaos day.
So we train everybody from our floral designers to our
people that answer phones.
Yeah, our pickup and putter downers, our setup crews, everything, load in crews.
If you work here, you go through the process.
So you go through everything.
That makes me feel more comfortable to know that
right.
Doing that.
And
I mean, everybody is trained. Everyone's trained on how we make a centerpiece. So everyone's trained on it, and then we throw them all on the ground.
But they don't know that we're going to do that.
You have 30 minutes until reception starts. How are you going to fix this problem? Because not that it happens all the time, but we're
things happen.
Venues or people are moving and knock into things, and how are you going to fix that?
And in that 30 minutes, it has to all be cleaned up too. So. It's really
Peonies to Painters boot camp.
It's really funny when you see it. We love it because nobody knows we're going to do it unless you've been here for years. But we ask them not to repeat it, and then when it goes flying off the table, everyone goes, and there's two of them, and we break them into teams, and it was like, okay, let's see what team's going to pull it together first.
Oh my God, this is so fun! It's like a reality competition show.
we should be a reality TV.
You guys should have a show. That would be
my God. Everybody
heard that so many times.
Yeah. If you could hear John and I go at each other, this is why we're not on a reality TV.
Oh my God, it would make for such good TV though, guys. Like, it would be so good. Yeah. I would totally watch it.
Keeping up with Peonies to Paint
We call it the Real Housewives. Well, or the real husbands of Peonies to Paint Chips.
Oh my gosh, wild. Well, this is kind of vague, but I have certain questions. Not your favorite venue, because that's really hard, but do you have a favorite type of venue? Because you guys have worked everywhere. You were talking about your garden aesthetic, but then you go to Cipriani and do black tie.
We love Cipriani's.
Yeah, we do love
Cipriani.
So for a bride, I think it's more of the aesthetic. But I think for us, because we see so much back house, and I I don't have any problem talking about venues that we love working at, and it's usually because they have such a strong support system to the vendors. I mean, not that
We
they're
just
like,
went to the Four Seasons in DC.
oh my God, they
yesterday,
could not have been
and
nicer.
I
I
mean,
love
you
that.
know, I think what sets different venues aside is like, yes, they're beautiful and front of house is gorgeous, but I think the people that you meet along the way are the ones that like make, not break a venue, but like I think make the experience better. Is like, I think everybody should be in it together. Like the end result is for the couple to have the best day of their lives. And whether that's like us picking up something off the floor to help them or grabbing chairs at the changeover to make it happen to help out a venue. I think it's just those venues that are more accommodating and kind when you ask a question instead of ignorant. Makes the day.
Systematic is a big one. I mean, for just
That they have systems in play.
And,
Yeah.
and we
and they're
understand
willing
that.
to, like the big thing for a lot of like the back house of the kindness of venues is being kind, knowing what the answers are. If you're like, hey, this door's blocked, can I get into another way? Being flexible is always a big thing as well. Just to elaborate on it, it's just nice people, flexibility, knowing the answers before you even get there, because there's a lot of times where we're going to a new venue and we go, hey, where do we go in, where do we,
We'll usually
how
do a
do we
site
do
visit.
this? And stuff like that, and then you can figure those things out really quick and get in, get out, and not create any issues for anybody involved.
I think I'm a little biased on like the load in too.
Yeah, the load in, how easy it is to load in.
Like, some New York venues, you have to go down hallways, up level, down another hallway, up again, across another floor. So
I would say
it
out
always
of
makes it a little bit more difficult when it's taking you 2 hours to load in a huge wedding instead of just walking through a back door.
like the World Trade Center takes about 4 hours, and it took us 6 weeks to get through security. So, I mean, that's not the norm, but I would say that
That's also New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve in the World Trade Center, but
Probably the most intense security.
that was
like,
very
I get
intense.
it. Yeah, but like holy crap.
Yeah.
But
they were very systematic, and they knew exactly what they were doing, where we were going, and when we got there, it was very seamless. We pulled in, backed up to the door. They had
they had systems in place.
They had their own elevators that were
just
massive,
ours, which
just
is
for
always
us.
nice.
That's amazing though. That's so
Yeah.
good. No,
but Cipriani's is like amazing to work with. Amazing. They're so nice.
Yeah.
Tribeca 360. They have a great.
The Pierre is like one of the easiest.
The Pierre is great.
We even have like Cedar Lakes.
Cedar Lakes is.
They are
Cedar Lakes has a lot of rules, but they're all good rules. They're rules that are with a purpose. If they let,
and you look at it from their standpoint, like I wouldn't want things left all over the place for me to clean up either. So I think if you just respect one another of why that.
Well, and if you let people go crazy all over, their property is too big. You would have catastrophes everywhere.
Yeah.
But
no,
like,
but that's so helpful. They're the systems they have, even if it's rules, that's just going to help you. So that's better.
Right. And like Park Chateau
Yeah.
and the Ashford. I mean, we don't really fill out their questionnaires anymore, but those are two great venues also, and they send a list and they tell us what the rules are.
I think it's always better to know someone's expectations, so you're walking in knowing than getting there and kind of being caught off guard and you're like, wait, this can't happen. This was pre-approved. What do you mean?
I don't do obviously everything you guys do, but I have to shout out Park Chateau too. I have delivered there so many times, and they are hands down the most helpful staff ever.
They were so nice when we were coming up with
like
big
4 men to help me, and I'll even come with assistance, and I'm like, this is amazing. No one does
They're
this.
incredible, and they're so kind too, which makes it 10 times better.
Batello.
We just did a big wedding there, and it was the night before that huge snowstorm.
Yeah, that's what I was
and they were so kind. They were like, don't risk your lives coming here to pick up your things. We will put them somewhere safe for you, and you can come get them when
like
the
Tuesday
roads are safe.
That's
like what venue does that? Like it was just like being a good human.
But Batello is also a great venue.
Yeah.
We
I
love
was just
Batello.
They are I mean,
Hudson
they've
House.
almost actually become a family. Hudson House is great.
Love Gabe
Fiddlers. elbow.
Fiddlers.
Love
Oh yeah.
fiddlers.
I mean, there's probably
Oh my
1,000
gosh,
that.
there's too many.
Yeah, there's probably.
We're just gonna name every venue.
I know it's hard. I know
Honestly,
there's so many
if we
great
don't
ones.
like the venue, sometimes we don't work in venues.
Yeah, that
Me too.
we do have a small list of venues we won't work in, and I won't mention those
That's
for
okay.
liability
It's
purposes.
because of experience. It's because of things
Yeah.
that have happened
Yeah.
that we just don't align with our business.
And we have to
our
know
business model.
Mhm.
we have to know that we have enough time to be able to clear an
Mhm.
event, because at the end, that's our promise to our clients
Mhm.
that you will walk into ceremony and it will be done. If you give us 10 minutes, we can't clear it. So
I think the caliber of the work that we do, it's not 10-minute
Yeah,
installs.
we
Like,
don't-
it's just
yeah.
not feasible. We don't just come in and plop things down and leave.
we're not a plop and drop.
So I think for us, like, there's certain venues that like we just can't achieve like what our like what we sell to
Yeah.
the clients, what they want from us in that amount of time.
Yeah, no, I have denied like just delivery of items for in venues that I know that they're not going to be nice to me, and it sucks.
Right.
It sucks so much because it's like
Right.
literally all hired by these same people to
Right.
just accomplish what they are looking for this important day.
Right.
But they
Yep.
sometimes will treat you like you are so beneath them, and then you have
Right.
ones who they treat you exceptional, and they'll start
Yeah.
treating you because I've been
Right.
Yeah.
treating you, and I'm like, this is amazing. Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's
It
sad that
makes
we
a difference.
talk about it, but yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
And it makes a big difference. You know, the venue that you choose makes a big difference on, you know, making sure that your dream event is going to be done to that expectation level that you hired your vendors to accomplish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've always taught in our business with our employees of it doesn't matter the status that this person is at this venue. Everyone is to be treated the same.
Mhm.
Because we've done celebrity weddings, we've done
but even like the staff working at the
NFL
venue,
weddings.
like that's how you make those relationships. And
Oh,
No,
you're talking
they're
about at the
just
venue.
the
Yeah.
venue, and those will be the first people to recommend you if you're kind and you work well with everybody.
I
no
always
matter the
say-
status.
If you break a vase, the owners are not coming out with a broom to help you. So make sure you're nice to the people that work there,
Yeah.
because they're the ones that are going to be able to help you.
So true.
But even with our clientele, like we have all different clientele, and it's hard sometimes because we get people that are we
players
did
or-
Zach Wilson's wedding this year, and he's a NFL quarterback, and
Mm-hmm.
but that wedding was just as important to us as somebody who doesn't have that.
Yeah.
That's just because we're average people, so we get it. They're one of our peeps.
This is regular. We're just at the end of the day, you're just doing your job. You're
Yep.
just completing the job that you have to complete. It just
Yep.
is cool if it's like published somewhere that
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
is People Magazine. Like,
Yep.
how about like indoor versus outdoor? Like, because now ever since COVID, outdoor weddings are they became so popular. I feel like, I mean, I'm still doing tented weddings. It's not as, I feel like for me, as big as it was, but is that so much more complicated? I would assume yes, because of weather.
Yeah, the weather is really just the.
I don't think so, is it?
Honestly, the
sometimes-
load-ins tend to be
That's
much
true.
more difficult because they're usually on tented or
Roads.
like
Ground.
grassy areas where like now carts become more difficult to move.
There are just more factors that you have to weigh in. I wouldn't say that it's any more complex or not complex. It's just, if it's a windy day, you have to plan accordingly. to
Oh, I know
how
one
that-
thing.
How that works. And
If they have a ceiling installed, that if they're in a tent, they have to have a tether that comes down from the tent company. Otherwise, there's nothing for us to attach to. So we do bring that up, but yeah.
Yeah, it's very
Do
important.
you have a preference? Like, would you rather just inside of a venue?
I
Or
don't
do
think
you
I
love
have a
an
preference.
outdoor?
Do you?
I love a transformation of a tent.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
like
no, me
seeing
too.
a blank tent and
Yeah.
then seeing what you can do with just textures
Lighting,
and
too.
patterns and color.
You know
and
who has a great
installs.
tent? Hamilton Farms.
Yes.
When they
I
put that tent
know,
when they put that tent on that that fake turf,
Mm-hmm.
it is by far the most beautiful. It is true. It's
nothing
that
beats,
grass
like, a
is
fountain in
insane.
the middle of your reception.
Yeah.
No, and I work
Count
there
me
a
in.
pretty good amount.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have to say, I think every wedding that I have done there, maybe -1 since COVID, has been the outdoor tent because it's just like how
so beautiful.
You know, I think everyone sees those pictures from all the California weddings, and they kind of want that like outdoor like experience.
We did one
and
wedding
it's
there.
a lot harder here with weather. I mean, California, it hardly rains.
We did
So
one
they don't
wedding
have a
there
tent, but-
without a tent. They did an al fresco wedding where they
wow.
knew that if it rained, they were going to be inside, and it was a big, beautiful day, and it was so gorgeous.
That was when we did very European.
I love that. Oh, because they have that fountain. I don't know if am I saying
the fountain and the pergola
and the grass, the faux grass that looks just so vibrant
and
and
overlooks a beautiful like golf course and beautiful homes.
So, they're also really great to work with. They're very,
they're
very
so
nice.
nice.
Yep. Shout out to Colette.
No, one of my, because like being so pregnant, I'm like not doing as many deliveries, but I have a delivery assistant who does all my deliveries. And she said that was like one of her best experiences dropping off because she had never been there. I have, obviously. And, you know, it's a whole thing because it's gated. So you have to drive through. I mean, the drive is just stunning. And she was like, they could have not been nicer. And I was like, they'll let you walk around and look at everything too. Like, they're really
And it's just an overall beautiful venue. You know, even just like all the buildings they have there are just stunning.
Their outdoor spaces are phenomenal. It's like that old world charm.
Yes.
I hope we're getting a kickback from all these venues.
I know.
I list them out. So I do like, we shouted you out, you know, like let's support businesses. No, I love it. Honestly, I feel like there's just so many things that we could talk about, and we're already at 43 minutes.
Oh my God, already?
I know, it's insane.
We were in the car for 4.5 hours yesterday, and I don't think we came up for air one time.
No.
It just means we have to do another one.
I love a part 2. I live
the sequel
to be continued.
Yes, I love it so much. Well, for you guys, especially that we're in the beginning of the year, what are hopes for the future for this year for Peonies Paint Chips?
Lots of happy clients for sure.
It's always a goal.
Lots of happy clients, and for us to continue to grow, and hopefully for us to hit 100,000 followers on Instagram.
That's
so
so
give
cool,
us,
guys.
So if you could please like and follow.
I would have 10,000, so we're different in that way.
Oh my God, 100,000! It's
we'll
like
a big party.
Oh my God, that's huge. That's so major, guys. Like beyond.
The Instagram obsession.
No,
happy and healthy clients, happy and healthy employees, happy and healthy days, beautiful weather, always beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays.
Please, especially for the spring. Let's not get into the weekend routine of weather. Let's
do
day weather and then weekend sunshine.
Yeah. And for no days for it to be on and off with rain all day. Oh, that is the worst for us.
Okay, so
that
is if it's just gonna rain.
If it's gonna rain, rain. If it's gonna be nice, be nice.
It's so hard the wishy-washy because we're on such a timestamp for getting our installs done, and we hate to feel like we're pressuring our clients, which is sometimes necessary. But I know it's a tough decision for everybody, so it's always better when the weather can just make the decision for you.
Yeah. Wait, that's actually so funny. And like, obviously I don't do florals, but I did a wedding at Ashford. This was COVID, literally COVID. And it was supposed to be like all outdoors and it was torrential, but it just kept raining and then not raining and raining. And I really didn't know what to do. And I ended up an extra 2 hours because I had to move a hanging seating chart from outdoors to indoor. It was a whole thing. It was so I can't even imagine.
Well, you're looking at the clock, and like Sabrina said, you don't want to, this girl has now built this whole dream in her head that she was going to be outside and where she visualized getting married. But I always tell the girls, like, we want to have, hope for the best, plan for the worst. So that it's not like I had to get married inside. We're going to make the inside beautiful. But it's really difficult. Because there's emotions are flying high that day to begin with. And then you're like the weather, now you feel upset about that. And it's your pictures.
Yeah. But some girls, I think, select a venue,
based on
for the most beautiful day. And this is where we plan to get married.
And guys.
Right. And then you kind of have to shift, which sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, I was saying my husband and I 10 years, we got married at Spring Lake Golf Club. And
that's very pretty.
Yeah. So pretty. And like it looks so different now, like they redid the inside, but back then now they do like all tented. They still do inside, but at the time they never did tented. But the whole cocktail hour was outside. And I remember freaking out that it wasn't going to be good weather, and it ended up being actually perfection weather. And like all I wanted was that outdoor cocktail hour because it overlooks the whole golf club. It was just amazing. And I just kept telling myself, like, it's fine if it doesn't happen. And it did. And like, I'm thrilled to this day. But yeah, if you have like your heart set on something, it's like so disappointing. But you know,
right.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
I'd rather go into it with like I was going into it like it's going to rain. Like, it's fine, Jess. Like, it'll be inside. It doesn't matter. And then it worked out. So
you got to remember. You got to remember, you're marrying your person. You found your person. Mm-hmm. And that's the most important thing. And everything else is just icing and sprinkles. Yeah.
Oh, that's such a great way to end this. I love it.
Yes.
Great. Can you tell everyone again where to follow you on social?
From Peonies to Pay Chips XO. Please follow us so we can get to 100,000.
Get to 100,000. Because then there's a party.
There's a big party. Party at Jess's house.
Yeah. Oh God, I have a huge backyard. We could tent it.
Jess, what do you do?
3 weeks from tomorrow.
Oh, but who's counting?
There, girl.
Yeah, well, I have a scheduled C-section date, so that's why I already know I'm rolling in, and that's why. So, but yeah, I'm like so uncomfortable. But I have so much to get done for weddings; it's like ridiculous. But it's okay.
It'll make the time go by fast.
Yeah, it really is. But I've had literally the best time talking to you guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thanks for having us.
Okay.
And that's it for this week. Thanks so much for tuning in for another week of some awesome small business owners. If you like this podcast, please rate, review, and subscribe. Getting a 5-star review on Apple, Spotify, or YouTube is so important for people to be able to find this podcast. So if you like this, you can keep following me at The Just Press and at Just Press Play Pod on Instagram, and I'll catch you next week.